What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. On this channel we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. So I want to break down some technicals going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which happen to be the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint 4 stocks, or AMC Entertainment plus 3 more stocks, which are the stocks that are going to be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So without further ado, let's get started. And when we still have 21 more minutes in today's trading session, we are having another green day all across the board, despite the fact that we had a low volume day today. But however, guys, we have the VIX sitting at around 15 points, volatility is low, fear is low, and as I just said, despite the fact that we are having, as of now, a low volume day, the 4 major indices of the United States stock market are having a phenomenal day. So as of now, and as I just said, when we still have 20 more minutes in today's trading session, we find the Russell 2000 up 1.18%, Nasdaq up 0.53%. By the way, the Nasdaq 100 and the Nasdaq also both reached a new all-time high in today's trading session. The S&P 500 as well reached a new all-time high today, and it is up 0.54%, and the good old Dow Jones Industrial Average is up as of now 0.96%. And this morning, guys, we had jobless claims coming out, and they came out 7,000 less than the prior week, down to 411,000 new claims. So this number, this economic data, came out a bit better than expected. And a few minutes ago, we had President Biden talking about the infrastructure plan that they are negotiating with the Republicans. According to President Biden, they already got a deal. So I am going to read here for you guys. The framework will include $579 billion in new spending, the White House said. Some $312 billion will go to transportation, with $109 billion invested in roads, bridges, and other major projects, $66 billion in passenger and freight rail, and $49 billion in public transit. So, according to the president of the US, they already reached a deal with the Republicans, but we all know how politics works, so I wouldn't be surprised if, there are some bumps in the road before this bill is actually passed. So we have to be patient and wait to see what this bill actually ends up looking like by the time it is passed. And before going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, guys, I wanted to show you the trade that I actually opened today in the case of American Airlines. You guys know, and if you guys remember, that in yesterday's video, I broke down from a technical standpoint American Airlines, and you guys know that I put my money where my mouth is, and I told you, watch out for $22. If American Airlines happens to pay a visit to the lowest $22, I am going, and if it happens to find support over there, obviously, I am going to take a trade on AAL, and that's what I did this morning. So I ended up purchasing 200 shares of American Airlines at $22, and as of now, I have an unrealized gain over here of $68. So my price target, and as I said in yesterday's video, is going to be around $25 or $26 per share. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 when we still have 15 more minutes in today's trading session. And the RSI, guys, is at 64 points. It is a bit elevated, but let's not forget that we have already seen the S&P 500 trading with the RSI being at 85 points. So let me pull up here the 1 hour. And as I just said in the introduction of this video, we have a new all-time high in the S&P 500 at 4271. So the RSI is a bit elevated. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we see some sort of pullback. And if that happens, the most important area of support that I am going to be looking at in this index is going to be at around 42.55, which is a former all-time high and is an area that already acted as a resistance for the S&P 500 in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before. So in the case of 42.55, we have a previous area of resistance that from a technical standpoint should act as a new level of support. And to the upside, guys, and as I said in yesterday's video, in the case of the Nasdaq 100, we are pretty much in no man's land. So how high can this index go before it pulls back a bit? And taking into account that the new all-time high is at 42.71, so what are we talking about? 4,300? Yeah, that's a fat number, guys. So maybe 4,300 can start to act as a magnet for the bulls in the S&P 500. But from a technical standpoint, guys, there's nothing wrong with this tape. We have a clear uptrend and the S&P is trading above the moving averages. So can we keep on going up? Yes. But I would say, if I had to take a gamble for tomorrow's trading session, in the case of this index, I would say that we might see some sort of a slight pullback in the case of the S&P 500 down to 42.50, 42.40 maybe. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the Nasdaq 100. This index is up 0.60% when we still have 12 more minutes in today's trading session, and the Nasdaq 100 is very overheated, guys. The RSI is at 75 points. Yeah, we can make the case that we have already seen the Nasdaq 100 trading with the RSI being at 83 points. So we could make the case that this index can keep on going up tomorrow, but I think that both the S&P and the Nasdaq should take a break and pull back a bit. So we have a new all-time high in the case of this index at 14,429 points. So from a technical standpoint, guys, what are we looking at? I mean, this is anyone's guess. We are pretty much in no man's land. So what about 14,500, 14,600? Who knows? Right? So if tomorrow we happen to see a soft pullback in the case of this index, I am going to keep a close watch on 14,200 points, which is a former all-time high that already acted as well as a resistance for this index back on June 17th on 2 occasions during that trading session. So nothing wrong with this tape, other than the RSI, which is very elevated on the 4-hour, but we have a clear uptrend, and this index is obviously trading above the moving averages. So I would say that a soft pullback in the case of the Nasdaq 100 and the S&P 500 is going to be very healthy from a technical standpoint. And now let's go ahead and take a look at another very important index of the United States stock market, AMC Entertainment. Oh my goodness. So what is going on over here, guys? And when we still have 10 more minutes in today's trading session, as of now, we find AMC down 2.66%. So we are pretty much, guys, at the same spot that we were yesterday. So nothing has really changed. Keep in mind that $58 is a very important previous area of support and resistance for AMC Entertainment. So anything above $58 implies that the bulls are building momentum in order to pull up and probably pay a visit to the $65, which is a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of this stock already failed at in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. If that area of resistance happens to be broken to the upside, then watch out for the bulls of AMC paying a visit to the $69 or $70, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for AMC Entertainment back on June 3rd. And in my case, and since I own 50 shares of AMC at $61, I'm just waiting for the breakout, guys, above $65 or $64. All right, that's what I am waiting for. And as I said in yesterday's video, if we happen to see AMC pulling back down to $52, which is a previous area of support that has already acted as such for AMC in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before. I am going to average down the current position that I have opened in the case of AMC Entertainment. And guys, oftentimes I have been asked about a price prediction in the case of AMC. So many of you believe that AMC is going to the moon, that AMC is going to get up to $100 or $100,000 or something like that. And I was taking a look at the income statement of AMC and I found something very curious. So the revenue that this company made during 2017, 2018, and 2019 was on average $5 billion. And the current market capitalization of AMC is $25 billion. So this company at these prices is trading at 5 times sales. And pay attention to this. This is not Tesla. This is not NIO. So this is not a company that we can make the case that is going to be able to grow its revenue on a constant basis in the upcoming years. So once the world gets back to normal and once AMC Entertainment can recover its former or its average, let's say, revenue of the last years, this company is going to be making $5 billion a year. That's it. Whereas we find this company with a market cap as of now of $25 billion. So whoever wants to invest in AMC Entertainment right now is paying 5 times the fair market value of this company, when we already know that this company is going to be unable to grow its revenue in the upcoming year. So watch out for that. Be very careful when you guys are trading or investing in AMC Entertainment. And as of now, we all are having fun with the meme stocks, GameStop and AMC Entertainment, but the party is going to come to an end. And I don't want to see any of you guys back holding AMC or GameStop at $250 or $60. So, keep your stop losses always active. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Cciv, Sndl Capital. Cciv is going down today 1% and it is trading as of now at $24.84. And we got apparently good news in the case of Sndl Capital. So Electrek, which is a website that is specialized in electric vehicles, posted a report stating that Sndl Capital or Lucid Motors already has 10,000 reservations for their luxury, there goes the market, for their luxury sedan. And now I am going to read here for you guys. So Lucid and Sndl Capital filed new details with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, stating that the company has completed the pre-production builds and has started the production of quality validation builds of the Lucid Air. However, we don't have quite yet a specific delivery date for the Lucid Air. So this company hasn't stated or hasn't said yet or hasn't put on the table a specific date to start selling their vehicle, the Lucid Air. So I don't know, guys. I still don't believe that this company is going to start selling vehicles anytime soon. So I am taking this for what it's worth. But when it comes to taking a trade, in the case of Sndl Capital, take a look at this, guys. Let me pull up here the 1 hour, and I really like $24.20 or $24 in the case of CCIV. And why? Well, because $24 has acted as a resistance for this stock in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions in recent days. And take a look at how we might potentially see a golden cross unfolding on the 1 hour chart. So we have the 50 SMA about to cross above the 180 SMA. So we already know that a golden cross is a bullish pattern or a bullish sign that suggests an upward move. So if this golden cross happens to unfold and if CCIB happens to pay a visit to the $24 and finds support over there, we can make the case that the stock of this company might pull back and maybe pay a visit to the next important area of resistance at around $27. $27 already acted as a resistance for Churchill Capital back on June 9th, but let me pull up here real quick the 4-hour and take a look, guys, at how $27 not only acted in recent days as a resistance, but it also acted as a support for Lucid or for Churchill Capital back on February 25th, and it also did it back on February 2nd. So if I happen to take this trade the way that I am describing it, so purchasing shares of Churchill at $24 and selling those shares at $27, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 12%. And for those who like taking momentum trades, then watch out, guys, for the stock of this company bursting above $27. That could actually happen, guys, because if we take a look at the RSI on the 4-hour, it is at 58 points. So Cciv is not that overextended as of now. So if the bulls happen to be able to take on $27 or $27.20 on good volume and momentum, maybe the stock of this company could potentially fill the gap up to the next important area of resistance for Churchill at around $33. $33 is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for Cciv back on March 15th, and it also did it back on February 26th. So if any of you is interested in taking this trade, I am not going to take it. I don't like to, I rarely, guys, take breakout trades, right? But if any of you is interested in taking a momentum trade on Cciv, then from, let's say, $27.50 up to $33, we are looking at a 15% profit, nothing to complain about. So watch out for Cciv, guys, tomorrow or in the upcoming days, either paying a visit to the $24.20, finding support over there, and then bouncing back up, or maybe bursting above the $27 and filling the gap up to the $33 per share. And now let's go ahead and take a look at CLII. And in the case of Climate Change Crisis Real Impact Company, or CLII, you guys know that this is a SPAC, this is a special purpose acquisition company that wants to take public EVgo. EVgo is a company that owns electric vehicle charging stations in 14 countries. And I have said this plenty of times here on the channel that out of the bunch, or out of most of the special purpose acquisition companies that we find out there, I think that the most interesting one is CLII, because this SPAC wants to take public a very well-established company such as EVgo. So, and since there is going to be a vote carried out on the 29th, we can expect CLII to be a runner into the 29th and probably after the 29th. On top of that, we got good news about EVgo. So General Motors and EVgo reached a deal, so the electric vehicles that are being sold by General Motors, that are not a lot, they are not Tesla, but they are actually selling electric vehicles, are going to be able to be recharged on EVgo's electric vehicles charging stations. And on top of that, Roth Capital upgraded CLII with a price target of $21. So we have gotten nothing but good news in regard to CLII. So we can see over here on the 4-hour that CLII is clearly overextended. We can see the RSI, the relative strength index, at 75 points. And as you guys can see over here, it is unusual, guys, seeing this special purpose acquisition company trading with the RSI being so high. So tomorrow, guys, I am going to pay a close attention to this SPAC, because if CLII happens to pay a visit to $15, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for this stock in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but it also acted as a lower support for CLII back in late February, that is going to be a very attractive price in order to pick up 100 or 150 shares of CLII. So if if I happen to start a position with this special purpose acquisition company, then my price target, guys, is going to be $19.70 or almost $20, which acted in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions as a lower support during January and February as well. So if I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 24%, a very solid profit. So can CLAI keep on going up with the RSI being so high? I don't think so, guys. For real. So I am going to be keeping a close watch on CLAI like a hawk. And if this stock happens to pull back, and if I notice that CLAI happens to find a good consolidation around $15, I am going to be picking up 100 or 150 shares of CLAI. And the last stock of this video is going to be good old Sndl Growers. And it is amazing, guys. How many of you told me to break down Sndl Growers? What a popular stock. It is really mind-blowing. And in the case of Sndl, this stock closed flat today's trading session at $1. And let me pull up here the 1 hour, and you guys know that I own shares of Sndl Growers for the long term. This is a speculative long-term investment for me, but I am taking trades on Sndl here and there. So for me to take a trade, or for me to start a new position on Sndl, guys, I need to see Sndl bursting above $1.03 or $1.04. And why that price? Well, because $1.04 is a previous area of support that already acted as such for Sndl in recent days in 1, 2, and 3 occasions, but it also acted as a lower support for Sndl back on June 2nd, and it also acted as a resistance back on May 28th. So if Sndl, and in my case, as I just said, for me to be able to start another swing position on Sndl, so if this stock happens to burst above $1.04, and I happen to see Sndl finding a good support slightly above $1.04, in my opinion, that is going to be a sign that the bulls of this stock are building momentum in order to pull up and maybe pay a visit to the next important area of resistance for Sndl at $1.24, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for Sndl back on June 9th, and it also did it back on June 8th. So from $1.04 or $1.03 up to $1.24, I could be potentially making a profit of 15%, a very solid profit. So watch out for Sndl tomorrow, guys. Let's see if the bulls of this stock can burst above $1.04, and after that find a good support over there, and maybe also be able to fill the gap up to the $1.24. And let me take a look at the 4 hour, because I didn't do it before, and the RSI is at 56 points, guys. Very, but very healthy. So we can make the case that Sndl is neither oversold nor overbought, and we could potentially see this stock bursting above $1.03 anytime soon. And with Sndl Growers, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays as soon as the market closes. Well, not as soon, but 2 or 3 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call outs about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have have access to that information in a timely manner, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys on Sunday, because we also here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are also posting stock market videos on Sunday. So you guys have a nice weekend and see you on Sunday. Peace out.